A white neighbor called the cops on a black woman for swimming in the pool, just when he thought he was about to watch her get dragged away in cuffs. But then she drops a shocking bombshell. And the way she delivers karma will leave you speechless. Stay tuned. Monica Caldwell adjusted her swim goggles and dipped her toned legs into the cool water. She worked hard for this moment. After countless business meetings, sleepless nights, and strategic investments, she had built a real estate empire that most could only dream of. And today, she just wanted to relax. But peace was never guaranteed for people who looked like her. From the corner of her eye, Monica noticed movement on the second-floor balcony of the nearest condo unit. A man, old, white, and stiff as a board, stood with a scowl on his wrinkled face. His arms were folded, his mouth pursed like he had swallowed something sour. She knew the type. Monica sighed. She had dealt with men like him her whole life. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. The ones who saw her skin before they saw her worth. Here we go, she muttered to herself. The man disappeared inside his condo. A moment later, Monica heard a door slam. Then, heavy footsteps marched toward the pool area. Hey! She turned, her expression blank. The man stormed up, his red Hawaiian shirt flapping against his potbelly. His sandals slapped against the pavement as he pointed a crooked finger at her. You're not supposed to be here, he barked. This is a private pool. For residents only. Monica adjusted her goggles and tilted her head. Excuse me? You heard me, the man sneered. You people always try to sneak in where you don't belong. This ain't a public park. Monica exhaled slowly, her patience thinning. And who exactly are you? Franklin Turner, he huffed. Been living here for 20 years. I know every single resident in this community, and I sure as hell don't know you. Monica fought the urge to laugh. This man was so bold in his ignorance. She leaned on the pool's edge, her brown skin glistening under the sun. Franklin, is it? She said. Let me ask you something. What makes you think I don't belong here? Franklin's lips twisted. Oh, come on. Ain't it obvious? You're swimming in our pool, and I know you don't live here. Monica smirked. And why don't you think I live here? Franklin scoffed, shaking his head. You people. Monica's voice turned sharp. Franklin's face burned red, but he doubled down. Yeah, you people are always causing trouble, sneaking into places where you got no business being. I bet you climbed the fence. Monica chuckled. The audacity. She reached for her phone, but before she could unlock it, Franklin pulled his out first. That's it. I'm calling the cops. Monica raised an eyebrow. Calling the cops? For what? For trespassing. You don't belong here, lady. I'm sick of people like you thinking you can do whatever you want. Not on my watch. Monica sighed. Franklin. Nope. Too late. Franklin pressed the call button. As the line rang, Monica's jaw clenched. This was how it always started. A white man with a fragile ego, a false accusation, and a phone call that could turn deadly. Would they believe her? Or would they believe the old white man in the Hawaiian shirt? The tension in the air thickened as Franklin loudly spoke into his phone. Yes, I'm at Oak Ridge Estates. There's a woman, yes, a black woman, trespassing in our pool. She refuses to leave. Monica clenched her fists underwater. It wasn't just the call that made her angry. It was the way Franklin emphasized the word black, like it alone was proof of a crime. Within minutes, the sound of screeching tires cut through the air. A black and white police SUV sped into the parking lot. Two uniformed officers stepped out, one stocky and bald, the other tall and lean. Both were white. Franklin puffed out his chest like he had summoned the cavalry. Right here, officers. She's the one. Monica stayed calm as the cops approached. The bald officer stepped forward. Ma'am, we got a call about unauthorized access to this pool. Can we see some ID? Monica took a deep breath. No, you may not, she said. Franklin's eyes bulged. What do you mean, no? You're a trespasser. Monica turned to the cops. Are you detaining me? The officers glanced at each other. The tall one hesitated. Oh, well, because if you're not detaining me, I don't have to show you anything. Franklin gawked. She's refusing. You see that? Arrest her. The bald cop sighed. Ma'am, if you don't live here, you need to leave. Monica took out her phone and scrolled through some emails. Then, with a smirk, she turned the screen toward them. On the screen was an official Oak Ridge Estates document. Monica cleared her throat. I don't live here, officer. I own here. Franklin's face drained of color. What? he croaked. Monica tapped the screen. This whole community? Yeah, I bought it last year. Every unit, every road, every pool. I'm the owner of Oak Ridge Estates. So if anyone's trespassing, Franklin, she gestured toward him. It's you. Franklin's mouth flapped, but no words came out. The cops suddenly looked very uncomfortable. The bald officer cleared his throat. Okay, I guess there's no issue here. Monica crossed her arms. Oh, there's an issue, all right. This man racially profiled me, falsely accused me of trespassing, and wasted police resources. So I'll be filing a complaint. Franklin stammered. Now wait No. You wait. Monica's voice was ice cold. I'm done being harassed in my own property. And you know what? Since I own this place, she pulled out her phone again. Consider this your official eviction notice, Franklin. His face turned ghostly pale. No. You can't do that. Oh, but I can. Monica smirked. And I will. The officers gave Franklin a pitying look as they turned to leave. Monica slid back into the water, letting the coolness wash away the heat of the moment. Karma had arrived, and it had her name on it. The afternoon heat bore down on Oak Ridge Estates, but the fire burning inside Franklin Turner was far worse. He stood frozen, his fingers twitching, his breath coming in sharp, angry bursts. Monica Caldwell, this black woman, had just humiliated him in front of the police. But worse than that, she had something he never could have imagined, power. You can't evict me, Franklin stammered, his voice shaky. Monica, still lounging at the poolside with water dripping from her toned arms, cocked her head. Oh, and why not? I have rights. I've lived here for 20 years. I pay my HOA fees. Monica raised a hand, cutting him off. And who do you think the HOA pays, Franklin? His mouth flapped like a fish gasping for air. That's right, Monica continued, cool as ever. They pay me. I own every building in this community. Every blade of grass, every sidewalk, every parking space. And you're just a renter. Franklin's face turned beet red. His fists clenched so tight his knuckles went white. If you're enjoying this story and want to hear more, hit that subscribe button now. Don't miss out. You think you can just come in here and take over everything? He spat. Monica smirked. I didn't take anything. I bought it. Legally. Something you might want to try instead of calling the cops every time you see a black person minding their business. Franklin's chest heaved. You can't do this. I'll fight it. I'll get a lawyer. Monica nodded. Go ahead. I am a lawyer. Franklin staggered back like he had been punched. His lips trembled, but no words came out. Monica stood up, stretching her arms as she dried herself off with a towel. Oh, and just so you know, your lease was already up for renewal. But after today, consider it denied. Franklin's breathing became erratic. No, you can't. I've lived here for 20 years. My whole life is here. Monica gave him a slow, deliberate look. And yet, when you thought I was the trespasser, you had no problem trying to get me removed. The irony of the situation must have finally hit Franklin because his face crumbled. He looked around, as if searching for help, but the cops were gone. The other residents, many of whom had witnessed the scene from their balconies, stared but said nothing. No one was coming to save him. Monica sighed, shaking her head. You could have just minded your business, Franklin. Franklin's shoulders slumped. Please, he whispered, voice barely audible. Don't do this. Monica's face remained unreadable. I don't reward racists with second chances. Tears welled in Franklin's eyes, but Monica didn't care. With a final glance, she grabbed her bag, slipped on her sunglasses, and walked away, leaving Franklin standing there, helpless, hopeless, and homeless. 2 months later, Oak Ridge Estates had changed for the better. The racist gossip had quieted. The community pool was now filled with diverse families enjoying their time without fear of being harassed. And as for Franklin Turner, his condo had been renovated and leased to a young black couple, a doctor and a tech entrepreneur. Monica sat at the poolside one evening, sipping her iced tea as she watched them move in. The poetic justice of it all made her smile. Karma had done its job. And Monica? She was just getting started. If you love this story, hit that subscribe button now. More gripping, eye-opening stories are coming your way. Don't miss out.